You've reached MikNeg.
Call us best friends.
Call us crazy. Call us anytime.
This podcast is all about self-love, relationships, career, pop culture, and everything in between.
Grab your snacks and join the call.
Hey!
Hello, we're back. Wrapping up 2020 with Neg. I'm your host, Mik.
And I'm your host, Neg. Ooh.
Hey.
I'm hitting
Hey.
notes. I'm like,
I just said... to Neg, actually, I was like, ooh, I feel like this one's going to be a tough one to record, but we'll do our best.
It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be juicy. I'm telling you.
We're going to have a little bit of juice in this one, she was telling me. So get ready to sip on that. But yeah. Get a little bit of that for you. So
okay, Mik, get us started. What are your happy things? 3 happy things.
Yeah, let's get into it. 3 happy, grateful things. Number 1.
Yes.
Number 1 is actually, I am very grateful that my mom was actually very thoughtful. I feel like she normally is, but it was kind of cute because for Christmas every year, instead of doing like a big Christmas dinner, whatever, on the 25th, we're gonna make homemade pizzas, and I really like pineapple on my pizza, but I'm the only one in the family that likes pineapple on my pizza. And we make homemade pizzas like, you know, not frequently, but like we've made them at home before. And it's very rare that we have pineapple to put on pizza, like when we're making pizzas. So I usually go without. But she knows how much I love it. So because we're doing it for Christmas, she actually remembered today at the grocery store to get me some pineapple for my pizza. And I was like, oh, that's so nice.
That's cute.
It's just like little things like that. So I thought that was really cute. And then the other thing, it's really silly, but it's just like, sometimes it's just the little things that like make me feel really grateful. And as you may know, like I'm staying in my hometown with my family because my place in Toronto is a little bit lonely right now during the pandemic. So I'm staying in Cobo, and here my parents have a cat named Panda, and he's really fat and he like doesn't really do much. And every time like for me, like I love it when like the cats will like come and like cuddle with me and like stay with me while I'm like, I don't know, working or whatever. And he doesn't like to spend time with me. But actually this past week he stayed with me and I thought it was so sweet. I was like, oh, you're actually behaving for once. But like it was really nice. So that was really cute. He's like,
you like me after all.
Yeah. exactly. He's just like this really fat cat. But yeah, no, he was really cute. So I thought that was really nice. And then the other thing that I do have to mention is I think I mentioned last episode too, but going for walks. We've been going on a lot of trail walks lately. We go to like different forests like nearby, and I go with my family, like my parents, and we'll just go in the trails. And we went to this one trail when I took some time off work, and it had just snowed, and it literally looked like a scene from a movie. It was so beautiful. Like everything was covered in snow. It was so like picturesque. Like I kept stopping to take so many photos and videos. But yeah, it's just like little things like that that I'm really grateful for, and little moments like that. So yeah. Can you share yours now?
Yeah. Okay. So my first happy thing is I had a couple of 2 weeks that were really, really hard in the last 2, especially the last 2 weeks, I would say. And it was like, I would say it was like I was having a meltdown every single day. And a little bit like your mom and the pineapple. My mom last Thursday, I think, went on and got me McDonald's, and like sometimes I go through so much emotional exhaustion that I need dirt food. Like I need comfort food, right? I try to behave as much as I can, especially now that we are, in pandemic, not moving as much. So I tend to try to eat healthy and not, more vegetables and less snacking. Well, at least less bad snacking. And she got me McDonald's because she knew that I really needed it. And That filled me up.
That's so
Like that
nice.
just like filled me up. So that's my first thing. My second,
In more than one way.
yeah, I know it's true. My second thing is that because it was December, this was my last month to read in order to make it to my reading goal, and I was like, okay, so it's December, and it's a lot. I really wanted to make it lighthearted this month and to make it, like cutesy emotions. You know how people indulge in like Christmas movies. Well, I indulge in
Uh-huh.
Christmas books, and I'm not one to usually like anything
The
Christmas.
rom-com.
Like I
Okay,
don't I
okay.
don't like Christmas stuff. Like it just feels like I don't like it because this is stuff that you can only indulge in during the holiday season and not as much throughout the year. But this year
Uh-huh.
I felt like I just needed so much comfort that I like read
Yeah.
some really lighthearted, like kind of magical, like because time of the year
Aw.
this time of the year is extra magic and it has so much comfort to it. And I feel like I read some books that really had this little touch of magic and like comfort and really, I was really grateful for that. And then the third thing is that I am almost about to finish my year of bullet journaling and starting another one. And
It
this is
looks
my
so good.
and this is my third
You guys
year.
need to see her bullet journal. It's so
I know
good.
I'll do a video for it soon because I want to flip
Mm-hmm.
through it. But that means that
Mm-hmm.
I am about to enter. I'm starting to prep my fourth year of bullet journaling and how I'm going to set up my next
That's
bullet journal.
so awesome.
And
Yeah.
it's been a long way. Like I'm so proud of how I made it to my third year and how bullet journaling, even to talk of the best things and the worst things of 2020 has been really great because in my bullet journal I really write everything that I liked and everything that I disliked. So it's really great to
Yep.
look over at a year and remember things that
Yeah,
I would
definitely.
not have remembered otherwise. So yeah, these are my happy things.
True. All
Yeah.
the memories.
All
I
the
know
memories.
every year when I see her bullet journal, I'm like, it can't get any better. And then the next year comes and it's like amazing. She always does different themes. I love your writing. I love how you put in all those, you print those Polaroids and stuff. It just looks so cute and so aesthetic. And I keep telling her she needs to put it on Pinterest.
I will. Thank you so much. That's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, my
No worries.
I love bullet journaling so much. And if you guys are looking for a great way to kind of, how do you call that? Express your creativity and still have your life somehow together, bullet journaling is really a great way to express all of that and make it happen for yourself. So
Definitely.
I would definitely look into it if you are looking for an outlet to get organized and be creative at the same time. So yeah, those are my
Yeah.
happy things.
That's so fun. Yay. Okay, so in this episode, we're actually going to go through we're going to do some worst moments of 2020.
Yes. We're
Episode
diving
10 was
into
all
the
about the
tea.
best, but now we're getting into some tea. So yeah, this is what this episode is about. Well,
Mik
we'll see.
doesn't
We'll see
like to
how it
talk.
goes.
Mik doesn't like to talk
I'm a
about
little
like
more
things
nervous.
that she doesn't like. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like
2020 has obviously been a very challenging year for all of us,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
there have been tons of ups and downs. And sometimes we talk
Yeah.
about the best parts and never talk about the worst. So it's important to put it
Yeah,
out
that's
there.
very true. That's
So
very true.
and let us guys know if you relate to any of the
If you
points in
relate,
our
yeah,
list.
exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
do you want me to kickstart just because I know that
Go
yeah.
for it.
Alrighty.
Yes, please.
So my first worst thing is on the best episode we really talked about how this year had been a great year to really kind of expand our professional lives and like be better in what you do and stuff like that. But 2020 has also been a really hard year for me emotionally in a way where
Yeah.
I know what burnout is because I work in a company that's very demanding, especially across like in my department. Q4 is really a time where we are heads down all the time. But this year
Yeah.
was especially challenging and I've had too many meltdowns and just like shutdowns and just like
Yeah.
lows emotionally and
Yeah.
burnouts and I really want us to talk in the new year about burnout, because I feel like this is something that's very real. For a lot of people this year, I worked way too much, I lived way too little, and this is definitely something that I want to change for the new year, because it's not
Definitely.
how it's supposed to be. It's not how it's supposed to be at all. Like, you're supposed to have some kind
No.
of balance, and I didn't this year. So that's one of my worst things this year. What do you feel?
Makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And like you said, working from home has made you in a way work more hours because
Yeah.
it's really hard to set that boundary, you know? Your
Yeah.
office is where you eat and sleep and live and do everything else. So, yeah, you're constantly tied to work in a way, and it can be hard to step away from that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes
It
it
just,
difficult.
I feel like, this year was all about, as I said in the last episode, this year was all about being honest, about setting boundaries.
Yeah.
And I'm still very struggling with
Yeah.
that. And I think
Yeah.
that I've reached a point at the end of this year where I'm just so tired and exhausted that that's when I'm starting to say, hey, this is not okay. But now I feel like
Yeah.
next year it's all going to be about entering that mindset of setting the boundaries, of like really acting on, because it's very nice to say, oh, I'm setting boundaries, but then most of us really don't action on it and make it sure that the boundary is something that is constant in our lives, and that you haven't just said it once, but you made the
Yeah.
effort on a daily life to really set it over and over again. So
Yes.
that's gonna be my work for 2020, because I realized that if you don't set the boundary, no one will for you. So this is something you should do.
Exactly. You have to be the advocate for yourself. That's very, very true.
You do.
Well said. All
Hey.
right.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, so my first worst thing, I'm actually, I know Neg mentioned like professional life and stuff. I'd say a lot of mine have to do more with like my personal life. And
It's
so the
funny.
first thing, yeah, and like the first thing that I've struggled with this year is, although I've had the I guess opportunity, and something I'm really grateful for, to be able to stay with my parents in my hometown and not be so lonely in my apartment, I realized that I really like miss having my own place. Like, I miss having my
Yeah.
own space, my own
Same.
freedom, my own breathing room.
Yes.
Yeah, and like it's made it really like a struggle. Like, in
Yeah.
a lot of ways it's better to be with family right
People.
now and
Yeah.
to be at home, and
Yeah.
especially because of COVID, it's so bad in Toronto right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'd probably feel nervous to like even go get groceries. So
Yeah.
in Coburg, at least it's like, the numbers aren't as bad and like I don't have to
Yeah.
worry as much. But I do miss having that feeling of like independence and freedom and just kind of doing my own thing. And yeah, like I said, I mean, I love my family, and I think that it's really great when I do get to spend time with them and I do get to have like these memories and moments and things like that with them that I wouldn't have otherwise. It's
Yeah.
really great. But in a lot of ways, I feel like it's holding me back, like in
Yeah.
like just like a mental emotional kind of
Yeah.
state. I feel stuck, and I just really want to be on my own doing my own things. So
Yeah.
um yeah, in a lot of ways that's been tricky. And like, I don't want to sound like, oh, like I hate my family and I want to get out, but like
No, of course
I
not.
would prefer to have them in small increments. Like, if I come home for a weekend, like a long weekend, maybe like a Christmas break, but not
Yeah.
3 months at a time. Like, I was here for 3 months in the spring, and I've been here for a month and a half now this
Yeah.
winter. So that's a lot of time. And I never, ever thought in a million years when I was 19 and I moved out that I'd be living with them ever again. I thought I was like kind of done with that. So it's been interesting, to say the least, to be back
No.
and kind of feeling like a kid again, which I don't know. There's a lot of things that I feel like I've tried to rid myself of when it comes to that. And yeah, I really miss my place. I really miss Toronto. So
Oh, that's
I'll be
totally
happy to go
understandable.
back when this is all over.
This is totally understandable. Like, I feel like from my
Mm-hmm.
end, I haven't included it in this list because I feel like I have touched on it enough. in previous episodes. But I feel you totally, and I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that you like your family or you don't like them or you don't love them. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the fact that we're grown up, we have our own lives, we have our own routines, and the fact that you know, moving home kind of like breaks that routine. For me, it's been especially challenging because I feel like at home I just had, you know, my own rhythm, and home is comfort to me, right? And the fact that my life has been upside down for an entire year now, not because I'm with my mom, just because I wake up at 3 p.m. my time, go to bed at 8 a.m. my time, and I barely see the light of the day. Like, I barely see the light of the day.
You work Toronto time in Europe. I know.
So bad.
It's crazy.
Like, I
don't know how you do it.
And honestly, the light of the day, guys, like, we take that for granted. Seeing, like, now I feel like I've turned into a low-key vampire because I can't when I see light, it's almost like, oh, too bright, you know?
Too bright. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I get it.
Like winter does that to you too. It's like the sun sets here at like 4 p.m. So
I completely know what you're talking about, as in the hardest thing was just to be shaken off of our routines and what feels home to us, right? So I
understand. You get it. Yeah, definitely. Do you want to go off on your number 2?
My number 2 is okay. It's gonna be controversial. This is a more of a pop culture one.
I'm ready.
But I can't deal with Reels versus TikToks. Like, it's become too much. Like, I used to love Instagram. Like, I used to love TikTok. Sorry, Instagram I got over a few years ago already. But like, I used to love TikTok because TikTok has just such a genuine, kind of more less forced kind of nature to it, you know, because TikTok is just so effortless. It's almost like I'm doing a TikTok in 1 minute, and it's not like you work that much. That you work on a blog post
in that environment. I don't know.
100%. So I love TikTok because of that, and people are just less, you know, it's not monetized yet, and I like it. I think that things are fun when people don't take it #ads yet, right? But like the fact that Instagram did you know, the Reels thing, where now people just take their TikToks and re-upload them on Instagram. I hate that because in my head I have a compartmentalization in my head where you know, like a TikTok is a TikTok and an Instagram post is an Instagram post. But now I see
it's mushing it together.
And also it's kind of like moving the audience of Instagram on TikTok. And the reason why I love TikTok is because those damn influencers were not on it. Okay, I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Like, I just loved the exposure to new people. Fresher energy. More innocent energy in a way. And
it's so cool. You can get to different corners on TikTok. There's like marketing TikTok, and there's like baking TikTok, and there's all these different corners. It's like Ratatouille, the musical TikTok. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Embrace your TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, just embrace it. And I love that. And Instagram lost that a long time ago because now everybody's the same on Instagram. And then since those Instagrammers came on TikTok, now they do the same. I see the same TikTok over and over and over again. One day after watching Emily in Paris, before watching Emily in Paris, it's 3 days after Emily in Paris, bonjour, au revoir. It's like, it's just like, you know, I don't like that. So that's my second worst thing of 2020. Though.
I get it. People think that TikTok came out during the pandemic, but really TikTok's been around for like years. Like, it was formerly Musical.ly, and then another company bought it. It's TikTok. I mean, like, people just assume that it came out of nowhere and that it's like run by the government because it came out during the pandemic. And it's so funny to hear some people's points of view on it. But I agree. I've been on TikTok since I mean, I really judged it a lot. I didn't go on because I thought it was for kids. But I went on it this would have been like September or October 2019.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been like just over a year, and yeah, I really like it. I get like really consumed in watching them all, and I really liked creating the content. I still take breaks here and there. I'll stop, but then I'll get inspired again. But yeah, I know it's like
it
as soon as things get mainstream, I'm like no longer interested.
I know, like I feel like it's but like the thing that I like the most about TikTok is how it like how the energy is. Like I feel like TikTok's energy is more tied to your creativity than any Instagram post, because Instagram posts are just the same one after the other, and TikTok's you see the personality of someone really shine through, and I really really like that.
I know. I like finding creators on TikTok, and like you said, it shines light on new people, like people who have maybe like 100 followers. It's like you can click with them easier. I don't know what it is. It's like the content on TikTok, like you said, like it just shines their personality and you can tell right away. And yeah, I think a lot of things are kind of like fabricated and over edited on Instagram. And I agree. It's like everyone posts the same thing. So
yeah, that's I didn't like that. What about you?
For my second thing.
Your
second worst thing. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like 2020 has, I guess it's presented me with some difficult situations professionally and personally. And I guess the thing that I wanted to talk about on the podcast was more like, I guess in my dating life, it's not that it was one of the worst things, but it was a difficult time. And the outcome I feel like was overall actually very positive, and I feel like I learned a lot. But going through some of those things, was a little bit difficult, and just putting me into like a difficult situation, I feel like. And I know that I've mentioned like dating in quarantine has been great because I feel like I can really get to know someone better and like talk on the phone and take things slower and a much more comfortable approach for my liking. So I've enjoyed it in that way. But yeah, there was one scenario this year that was pretty difficult to deal with, I feel like. And like I said, the outcome ended up being positive. I learned a lot. But yeah, just dealing with that, I feel like it was difficult. Yeah.
It was hard.
And yeah. And it's hard to let go of those things sometimes, or even have hope for myself, because when I go through those difficult situations with people, I start to think like, when am I ever going to find someone? Like I'm hopeless, like, like all of these things. And I'm such a negative self-talker. Like I've dealt with anxiety, depression. Like I admit, like I talk really, really badly to myself.
To yourself.
And I just like, as much as I know that I've learned and I've grown from so many scenarios, especially including that one this past summer, it still gets to me sometimes that I'm just like, this is so frustrating. Like, when am I ever going to find someone, And I'm sure a lot of people can feel that way. And it can be really difficult to face those things. So yeah, that was definitely one.
It's funny because for me, I feel like it was so out of the equation. Like there was so not of a concern for me, because it was just literally, I don't want to meet someone here. Like, I don't want to. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to meet someone here. Like, why would I want to meet someone if, I'm going to be gone in a little bit? I'm not doing the whole distance thing again. Distance is something that for me doesn't work. Thought it could work, didn't work. So, so for me, dating was very out of my year. Like, it was just like, I have never been that far of the masculine like gender, and I'm so sad about it. But like, like I feel like I don't even remember what a man is. So, but like,
all right.
Okay, it's getting a
vivid description.
No. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember what it is to just flirt, or even like, have some kind of like
it's like those things
with a guy,
because it is something you have to practice. I feel
it's true.
Like I've gotten better, and it comes with confidence. Like you have to have some confidence. But I feel for me.
Okay, but that's the thing. If you don't have anyone to flirt with, It's like you don't, it's just like, I don't have anyone to flirt with. So I feel like, you know, like it's like, it's been so empty in that aspect for me. It's been so calm. And it's so funny because actually my friends were like, they were sharing what their, one of them was sharing what their Bumble looked like. And I was like, what the hell? You guys look so much better in, I think she was in London, than mine. What the hell? So I went on Bumble and just like looked at it, what it was, and I was outed there in like 20 seconds, literally. Because I don't like dating apps, and I believe in the organic way of meeting someone, which is very old fashioned, but I just don't like small talking. So yeah, for me, it was so out of the equations. I wasn't even sad about it because it's like I was not missing out on anything. Right?
Yeah.
But Mik, you'll find someone. We know this. We know this.
Thank
We're
you.
claiming it.
I know. Like, it's funny. Like, everyone believes in me except for me, but I understand. Some days I believe it more than others, but some days are hard. I'm sure, like, you know, everyone has their days. So
that's usually how it goes, though. Like, generally, you're the last person to believe in yourself, right? So
I know.
Don't worry.
Said imposter syndrome. Yeah.
It will be sorted out. Like, you know, it's a weird year. I feel like I feel like we are all in such a weird place mentally. I feel like we don't have that freedom to start a relationship in a just free way. You know what I mean? Like in a way. I don't know if that I'm making sense, but I feel like there's so much conditions upon us this year where it's not as easygoing as it would have been any other year. So hold on.
That's very true too. That's very true. It's hard to find a connection when you feel like you're in such like a dark place or a low place or like a weird state. You've got to be like good mentally.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, so my third one is,
tell me.
Someone has to say it, and it's gonna be me. But quarantine fashion this year has been terrible. 2020 will be the year where the fashion industry sunk. It was bad. It was terrible. I don't know what we were up to this year. I do not
What
know.
do you like? The tie-dye sweatsuits, wearing the pillow with the belt and calling it
pillow with the belt. Calling it high fashion. Like, even the fucking like, I'm sorry, but I hate that. Like, those like Chanel and Gucci tights. Who the hell are you? Like,
what?
Like it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm the type of person, when I wear tights, they rip. Okay, so like
same. Like, it'd be such a waste of money. If I bought those, I'd put them on and they'd rip. Like my nails.
The e-girl freaking hair, like hairstyle,
blonde or something in the two front. Yeah.
Those two you know, bleach streaks at the top of your hair.
I know that you hate that. I know.
The schoolgirl outfit. It's like, what year are we? Like, come on. That like skating shirt with a sweater, like what Sophie and Emma made happen. Like,
the tennis skirt.
Are we okay?
But like, I low-key liked that. I thought it was kind of cute.
It was kind of cute when they were the only one to do it. Now everybody looks like a freaking Korean schoolgirl. Like, are we okay? Like, no. Like, I'm sorry. I just
it's like the kawaii vibe.
It's exactly what it is, actually.
I get it.
Then there is also like, what did I really hate? Oh, those Chanel, like those Chanel, like, you know, sandals, like the ones, like the dad sandals.
The dad sandals, everyone
justify paying so much in a pair of shoes that looks like that. I don't know where your guys' mind is, but it's not at the same place as I am mine. I'm sorry. I'm probably controversial, but 2020, I understand this was a very challenging year, but let's keep things classy, okay? Like, I don't know what went down. Also,
I know. And I feel like lounging in lingerie was a really big trend too. Like, hey, I'm just lounging. And like, they look amazing, but it's like, that's not realistic.
It's not.
I swear I heard someone say, like, can this be socially acceptable to wear this in public? And it's like literally like a see-through like lingerie two-piece. So I was like, oh god.
It's not, guys.
No, it's not socially acceptable.
And that's another thing. Girls, like, now I feel like from when we started blogging, and I'm not shaming anyone. Your body you do whatever you want. It's good.
Yeah, do your thing.
I feel very empowered to see people that are very feeling strong in their own skin, and that passes that
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
to their fan base. But there's a difference between being comfortable with your body and my feed looking at like an OnlyFans. Because this year, my feed looks like an OnlyFans. Okay, girls like in their freaking like boxers and bras and honestly,
I know
girls who I loved their styles like even a year ago, 2019. Now it's gross. Like that's all they put. It's almost like putting themselves in like underwear is the only way they get likes.
Yeah, because I see some of this content and like, I mean, a lot of them look really great, but I have to agree with you in that, like, when I think about it, like, if I were to post something like that, like, especially like if my family or if my friends saw it, they'd probably be like,
oh my God,
are you okay?
Are you okay?
Like, are you trying to do something and like we don't know what's going on?
No, you know, do you have, like, do you have an OnlyFans? Like, yeah.
I mean, do your thing, but yeah, I mean, personally, it's not for me.
But
so,
no,
yeah.
but no. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't
know.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm just old school. If I still think that there are some parts of you that shouldn't be put on the internet. I don't know if that's that side of me, but I just feel like, and even it's not even what they're wearing. It's just like, I'm sorry, but like some posts are like high key sexual. Like they look very like,
it is very uber sexual. Yeah.
Right. Like I don't know. And again, all about sexual liberation, all about like self-confidence, all about all of those topics.
Yeah.
But dude, my freaking like explore feed is flooded by that. It's just like, no, actually not anymore. Now I know. Now I'm so happy to say that my feed is flooded by books, Taylor Swift, and bullet journaling. And
that's the way it should be.
Yeah. So
that's very neg feed.
Yeah. That's some things that quarantine
the fashion trends of 2020, one of your worst, but I can agree to that. There's not some good questionable moments.
And I agree. And you know what? Me, myself, I feel like I felt it too, because when it comes to dressing up, I haven't dressed up that much in 2020. And every day felt like the same outfit over and over again. And I didn't like that. But, you know, at least I didn't wear tie-dye like Chanel. This is it.
Oh my God. That's good.
That's
good.
I'm done.
You're funny. I will definitely be dressing up for Christmas though. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm definitely gonna put on a holiday dress and get ready. So there will be some dressing up. I dress up for my birthday too, but yeah, I know. I feel it too.
That was a cute dress. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. One of my favorites. I'm gonna say my number 3 now. I don't know if I would say like worst thing, but something that I felt down about and that was definitely lacking from my life that I realized I missed more than I thought I would, I guess. Or I don't know, I just found myself really missing it. And obviously being in a pandemic, you can't really like go and do stuff. So obviously like outings and like just being with my friends, and especially Neg. Like, I mean, she's been stuck in Spain all year. I haven't like gotten to like, I just miss like our weekends together. Like every single weekend I would see you and we'd spend like the whole day together. We'd have a whole little routine. Like we'd sleep in, we'd get our outfits ready, we'd meet up, we'd go like literally just walk aimlessly downtown, shoot street style, go to cafes. We'd usually pick a restaurant by the end of the day and go for dinner. We'd go to the mall, like just really, really like no plan, but just like having good like quality time together. And I really miss those like in-person outings and just like dressing up and taking pictures and having fun and trying new restaurants and just like getting to do those things. Like I've really missed that. And it was just something to always look forward to. And I see like that it was such a big part of my life, like especially last year. So it's definitely missing and lacking this year. And it's like, If I think about it, then I'll like get like down about it. So
Same.
yeah, but I've really realized that I miss that a lot. So
Me too, B. I miss
yeah.
you. I
I
know.
know.
It's
I
okay.
miss you.
Next
Yeah, I
year,
know.
for
We'll get it
sure.
back. Like this will be the thing is like we'll be so elated when we can do that again and
And
it'll
we'll
be
know
great.
how much worth it is too. Like we'll know how
Exactly. That much more
valuable
significance and
it
importance.
is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
value
yeah.
it that much more. I
Aw.
agree. Oh, yeah, I know. Tell me your number 3.
Okay, that's my number 4 actually. My number
Oh,
4
yeah,
is it?
sorry.
Yeah, it's my number 4. My
Right. That
number
would be
4
number 4 for you.
is Quarantine 15.
Ah!
I hate it this year. This year has been very hard in terms of food. I feel like it'd be really like very hypocritical for me not to talk about that because it's been a huge part of this year. Normally
Yeah.
in my life I work out a lot, I walk a lot, I you know
Yeah, I
I
know
am
you do.
I'm an active person, and this
Yes.
year was all about me and the chair. And it's been very challenging to lose all those little parts of my day where I could move from one side to another, go to the gym, release. Also, for me, working out is a huge device of emotional release. Like I get to really
Yeah.
every negative emotions that I feel, every kind of like anger, resentment, all of those really hard emotions to feel, I would let go while working out. And you can
Yeah.
tell me, well, yeah, but you could work out at home. It's not the same thing. And
Yeah.
I miss that part of me a lot. And, I feel like, having to be more careful with food and, be more mindful because obviously you're moving less, which means that you have to be careful with what you eat. And just like even it's easy
Yeah.
to overeat when you feel really low emotionally, and when you feel like you're on the couch, you feel like your life is not going somewhere, so you binge. And that's something that a lot of people do and a lot of people can relate to. And
Yeah.
it's been a big theme in my life this year, and just like stopping and be like, okay, we're going to take care of ourselves a little bit and work
Yeah.
out. And but it's been hard.
Yeah. Cause
So
it's not a part of your life anymore. Like it's not like I'm leaving
yeah.
work, I'm going to the gym, I'm walking home. Like there's not that, you don't have a choice even to do that. So it's a really hard effort to make to be like, I'm deciding to like get out of my chair and like do an at-home workout, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make myself like a healthy meal. Like and especially like because of your mood, your emotions. Like I know for myself, like it's like you don't really always feel like eating a salad. Like that's not really
A
gonna
hundred
make you very
percent.
happy.
You
You
want
know?
to eat
So
something that
I
will
get
make you
it.
feel comfortable and that will make you feel like
Yeah,
good.
exactly. And
And
something, yeah,
yeah.
you look forward to. And sometimes eating, yeah, like broccoli and whatever else is not really exciting.
It
So
doesn't
I
make you
get it. I
happy,
totally get it. Yeah, I
and I feel,
know.
in terms of
I've had
also,
so many days feeling just so like lethargic and like not wanting to move or do anything. And I feel like even for your mental state, it's really important to get moving. It's really
yeah,
important to go outside.
100%.
Exercise is really important for that and will make you feel better, not only physically, but I think mentally as well. So
And
yeah.
also, I come from a family, like for us, food is a really big, has a big meaning in terms of like how we feel. Like food is meant to be enjoyed. And the moment you
Yeah.
feel, oh,
Yeah.
I have to take care of not like being more careful,
Yeah.
it's hard to look at food the same way, and your relationship with it can
Right.
change, right? So,
Yeah.
um,
Definitely.
yeah, it's been a big one for me this year. What's your fourth
Definitely.
one? Is it fourth? Yeah, it's fourth.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do my fourth. Yeah.
Dive
So for
into
me,
it.
I feel like in all courses of my life, professionally, personally, mentally, emotionally, all of these things, it's like I just feel really stuck. And I think a lot of people feel that way this year. It just like uninspired, unmotivated. Like there's definitely glimpses where I feel like I'm going to like
Good.
make my mood board. I'm going to create content today. Like I'm going to like be productive with my time. But no matter how much effort and time I put into doing something, I just still feel
Yeah.
so stuck. And
So
maybe
stuck.
that comes down to like not being at peace or happy with myself, which is something work I have to do within myself always. And just dealing with mental health, and especially towards the end of the year, feeling really down. And like I mentioned, just like dealing with the whole like dating scenarios and stuff. And again, like being like, oh, I'm never going to find anyone. Like, you know, this whole thing, like just being really down on my entire life. And yeah, just feeling really stuck and uninspired. So it's been difficult, and you can get yourself into like some huge ruts. Like I said, I'm really hard on myself, and I feel like I think really negatively sometimes, and it's not good. It's really not good. And then I start telling myself that I'm like unaccomplished, I've done nothing, I feel like I'm worthless, like all of these things. So yeah, it's just all of those feelings I'm facing, especially towards the end of this year. It's really hit me. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
No,
kind of
I can
sucks.
relate. No, I can relate because, you
Yeah,
know, like the fact that I haven't been able to access all those parts of my life either, and to create
I
like
know.
in a positive space, or to really kind of like be in my element, or, you know, just having
I know.
this physical limitation over a lot of areas in my life just make it very, very hard to feel like my life is going somewhere, you know. And
I
it is
know.
hard.
Yeah,
And, you
it
know, you
is.
take it on yourself and you're like, how long is this gonna last? Like, how long?
I know,
Because
like how long can you put up with it? Yeah.
how long can you go with it? And I feel like this year has been a
Yeah.
very big revelation
It's like
that,
one battle after another. I know.
yeah,
I
that I
know.
need my creativity within my life this year, and I
Yeah.
really, next year, I mean, and that I needed to be a force within next year, and that I need to do other things that really fuel me and make me happy. And I feel like
Yeah.
this year has been very short in that
Yeah.
aspect of both of our lives, right? So
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
totally relate to that, and I think that it's
Mhm.
normal when, you know, you don't have an exciting thing coming to you. You just like think that it's never gonna get better, but it will. I know
It
this.
will. This is the thing, is like one thing we know for sure is things are bound to change. Nothing ever stays the
Yes.
same.
No.
And speaking
Thank
of the
God.
pandemic and everything, historically, pandemics never last forever. So we know that it will end. We know that it will get better.
Yeah. Okay. I have
Exactly.
one thing, and that is gonna be
Tell
controversial.
me your last thing.
It's not even that much of a big deal, but I found it like I found that thing bothering me a lot this year. Like I find it like, okay, I think Justin Bieber needs to go away. I think we need a world without Justin Bieber.
You went there. Okay, this girl, she tells me all about JB and like the hate. The hate on JB. It's like I don't hate Justin Bieber,
Here's
but
the no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
but I
I
see your point
love
100%.
old school JB. I love Purpose. Purpose is probably one of my favorite albums. Like
Yeah, that was
of
a
that
comeback for him. Yeah, I
around that
agree.
time. I think that Purpose is probably the best thing he will ever do. Like, I don't trust there is anything good for him in the future because he keeps wallowing. He's such a kid. He's so like annoying.
Yeah.
Like, even in his
Yeah.
music, it's all about how I was so famous and I really tried to go for it. Like, it's just like, come on, like
He's
grow the
so
fuck
lonely in
up.
his fame,
No,
and yeah,
it's
it's just
just like,
all his success.
first of all, his music is not. I'm sorry if you're a diehard JB fan. That's totally fine. But I think of
You're
an
breaking
artist.
their hearts.
I think of an artist of like how they're supposed to grow, and I
Yeah.
don't see grow. I don't see anything, any breakthrough. Like the music with the song with Shawn Mendes would have been amazing if Bieber was not
Oh,
in it. His verse is stupid. Like I'm just,
yeah.
and not only that,
I didn't
this
like that
dude
song.
this dude is a bully. He's just a bully. He keeps like he wallowed at the freaking Grammys saying, "Oh my god, like I
Yeah.
was not
Ugh.
nominated in the right category when The Weeknd, who had the biggest song of 2020, was not even nominated, and he got
He's
nominated for
like,
Yummy, 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 dude." So and aside from that, he is a big bully. He bullies people. Like he openly bullies people like a freaking high school. He reminds me of people I went to high school with. So I
You
don't
know
like
what?
him.
I don't follow Justin Bieber as closely as you then, obviously.
Okay, that's not the
I've
guys.
seen the stuff that you send me, and I agree. The Grammys thing was really childish. And for him to be like, oh, it's supposed to be R&B. It's clearly R&B. I shouldn't be nominated for pop. Like, that's so ungrateful. And it doesn't look good. Just don't say anything.
It's a huge like accomplishment for you to come back with an album and to be nominated. It's a huge one. The Weeknd, who's been working year over year, who hasn't had a comeback album and who yet has released one of the biggest tunes of like the entire year, was snubbed. Have a little bit empathy for people that weren't considered and say thank you. That's the way you should be doing it. Plus, you're the one who submitted it for pop.
That's the thing. His team put him in that category. It's not like he just showed up there. It's not like they just put him. Let's say it's pop.
And then okay. The reason why I'm so aware of it, it's because I follow everything related to Taylor, right? And
true.
JB just have video over video, just openly bullying Taylor. Like, Taylor, she's petty. She might write a song about you, but she never makes video making fun of you. Never. That's never something she would do. Oh, dude, like, you remember like that funny video that she had on Jimmy Fallon where she was with the banana? Do you remember that? No. I'll send it to you later. So she had like eye surgery, and she was obviously on painkillers, and she was kind of like doozy, and so she was crying over a banana, and it's really funny, it's really cute. And then Justin Bieber took that video and literally like just made fun of it.
Made fun of her for crying.
And it's just
whatever.
Dude, you're in your 20s. Come on.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I don't know.
So I don't know. I just him and the Kardashians. I'm really happy the Kardashians are canceling their show
on their way out the door. Yeah.
Honestly, I cannot care more of the Kardashians anymore. I think that even Kendall Jenner having a big Halloween birthday party when we're in the middle of a pandemic, that's just I don't know. Yeah, that's just irresponsible.
Silly. It's silly.
So yeah. That's all for me. What about you, Mik?
Little JB rant.
Yeah, I needed that because I can't deal with them anymore. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't mean to, but I did want to talk about it because I think it's important. And the last thing that I'd say was probably one of the worst, and I don't know, just like the weirdest to deal with in a way. Because it's not like I didn't know it, but it's just kind of like when you're told by someone else, it hits you differently. And I was recently like diagnosed with depression, and like I've kind of always known that I've had these symptoms, and like I've known that I've been depressed in my life before, but like it's just, I don't know, it's so different when like I guess a healthcare professional tells you this. It just like kind of hits different. And there's been some struggle lately just with like the stigma of like medication in my family and like things like that. So it's honestly been really hard time lately. So just trying to get through that. And like I don't know, just like what adds to it is like I'm not really like sleeping well again, like, and I was before. So I don't know, it's just like one more kind of thing to deal with and get through. And it's honestly, it's been tough. It's like winter and I don't do well in the winter.
Well, also
very
I feel like
time, and
it really connects to everything that you've been saying about feeling stuck, feeling like, you know, your dating life is not moving around. I feel like it's all in the same thread, you know, because it's all connected to that at the end of the day. But
and then it's like I'm not very good at like my internal like my internal dialogue, like I said. And so like I feel like, and I've been to therapy, and like definitely the overall conclusion is that like I'm very high functioning. No one that really meets me would know I have anxiety or depression. I think I do a pretty good job at like putting on a happy face and, you know, showing my best attitude towards a lot of things. But inside, like there are days that I really, really struggle, and I need to put in that work still to like get to the point that I want to be at. And that's the thing, like I'm willing to help myself. I want to help myself, but sometimes I don't know always where to start, like what to do to help myself, if that makes sense. So like like I've done cognitive behavioral therapy. I've gone to a therapist. I've tried, a bunch of different things. So, yeah. And like I said, I have a hard time in the winter. Like that's when my
Yeah,
moods
you
kind of
always do. Yeah.
switch. And yeah, it's just kind of like learning to live with that because it's been a part of my life for a while now. And I feel like it runs in my family and I'll kind of always have to learn how to deal with it. So
Yeah.
yeah, one day at a time.
Well, yeah, you know that this is
Hmm.
something that we have in common because depression has been a huge
Yeah.
part of like mine too. And I feel like I'm
Yeah,
always kind of
definitely.
scared of being like diagnosing it
Yeah.
officially. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I know that I've been way worse than I have been this year emotionally and with myself and with my life.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like,
Yeah.
this the scale of like how you're feeling, right? I've
Yep.
been lower than what I am right now. But I
Definitely.
definitely think that because I have done a lot of like cleanse internally, now it's a little bit easier in a way.
Right.
And
Right.
I don't know. I feel like I've learned it, and I have no idea how I did that, but like I've learned that external like condition to accept external conditions, to let go of external conditions, and maybe it has to do with the
Yeah.
fact that I've been stuck here, and there's nothing I could have done to make this better.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing
Yeah.
I can go to immigration
You
and be
can't
like,
control it.
yo, let me in, bish. Like this is not something I could do.
I
So
know.
yeah,
And
like
that's my problem is I feel like I the need to control a lot of
a
things
lot of
and
things. Yeah.
it's hard for me to not rely on external
Yeah.
conditions or like validation even I feel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely things that I've been working on. So, yeah,
Well,
it's hard.
knocking
It's tough.
knocking on wood that 2021 will be better.
Uphill. That yeah. It's got to get
Because
better at some point. So,
yeah.
just keep on pushing
Keep on
along. We'll get there.
swimming. Just keep
Keep
swimming.
on
Keep swimming.
swimming. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, this is all of our
That's a
worst
wrap on the worst of
things.
2020. But mm,
Ba-dum-psh. Is
there
that
we
what you
go.
were trying to do? Yeah. So yeah, guys, let us
I was
know.
yeah, I guess.
Let us know how you felt about this episode. If you can relate to us, we're sure that a lot of
Yeah.
you will because, we've talked to.
We want to chat.
We want to know. Let us know how have you been feeling this year? What has been the worst? How it has been the best? And if you relate to anything that we've said.
Definitely.
This I think will be one of our last episodes of the year, and this has been a great
Yeah.
path to
Episode
be on.
11.
And we're super grateful for you guys to listen to us.
Yes, thank you so much. We
Always and
appreciate
forever.
you.
And yeah,
Definitely.
make sure that you follow us on social at Us MikNeg, and for us individually is at Michaela Q and for Michaela, and at Persian Brunette for me. And guys, and Michaela, you're the freaking best. You're gonna kill
You
2021.
the best.
2021 is gonna be the best
fire.
for sure.
We're gonna kill it next year, yo. We're gonna come in there. You gotta have all the positive vibes stacking up.
I agree. This
We'll
is
be
all
there.
what it's gonna be. And for you guys too, we hope you kill 2021, and we'll be there every step of the way.
Yeah.
Every week on Thursdays.
We will.
All right.
Hey. Call us anytime. Woo.
Oh. Call us anytime. Okay,
all right, guys. We're signing off now. Peace.
Bye.